All right, welcome everybody to SRTV Network. We're back with the American Motorsports Simulations Track Championship here in the Street Stock Series at Lanier. A lot of bad fast drivers out there ready to make a name for themselves. They're out there qualifying right now. We'll see who gets put on point tonight. And while we're at it, let's take a look at some of the people that helped make this possible. Dave's Muskie Club, Massey Graphics, Warner Racing, High Groove Photos, Speed Motorsports, and Trace Motorsports. And speaking of Massey, I'm up here in the booth with Michael Massey. He joined me tonight. How you doing, Mike?
Great, Jerry. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Man, I'm back for another action-packed race here at the AMS series, man, and I'm pretty sure that these guys are going to lay it all on the line.
Yeah, that's right. They're definitely going to lay it on the line tonight, man. There's a lot of fast guys out there, and they're all hungry for sure.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming up here and helping me out here in the booth. It's always a pleasure to work with you over here at AMS. And we're on what, race 2 of the 7? Are they doing six races here, or 7? 6?
This 2 of 6 of the Linear Track Championship. What this is street stocks and the late models, the limited late models, what we like to call them. Some call it late model stock, but what they're going to do is they're going to run, since it's a 6-week series, they're going to run all 6 races at Lanier and crown a track champion in each division.
Well, I'm glad you explained that for everybody that's watching. I'd like to thank everybody that's tuned in for this live broadcast here. But speaking of that, we'll go over our points later. It's going to be the 75 of Ronald Henry. He's your current points leader, but only 1 point behind in second is the 84 of Lou Oleski, and then the 22 of Billy Hargrove. And there's only 1 point separating these guys, Mike, so every position counts, right?
That's for sure. Every position is vital in this, and a lot of guys that get damaged, if they can keep up the pace, they'll come back out there, and the points are really close this season with the new format. So they're really going to want to keep it, and they're really battling hard for those positions. So I think they're definitely going to battle, and I think that's why we've seen a little more cautions than normal, because everyone's trying really hard with the new system.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and I would be too, so I don't blame them. But as we're in under 2 minutes here in qualifying, you got any special picks out there to win this one?
Well, I think I'm going to go with the 84 of Lou Oleski. He's real consistent in those cars, and he did put down a super fast time, as you guys say here on the network.
Yeah, SRTV Network introduced that last week. There, it's one of my sayings. There, I came up with that word one day, just kind of messed up. You know, I was wanting to say super, and I was wanting to say stupid, and it came out stupor. So I went with it.
Well, I'd say that's catching on. It's really catching on with the guys. They enjoy the broadcast. They enjoy the terminology you guys use. So I think you're doing something great here, getting better every time we watch SRTV. So keep up the good work. Hopefully I can help you tonight. I won't get fired.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you're always welcome up here. And, you know, we welcome people to come up and give their insight on what they think. And, you know, give the viewers a good idea of what it's like here at AMS and how the rules are. And since we got you up here, we'll be able to get all that in-depth information. So let's move on to the track. We're in Brazelton, and 65 degrees. The wind's blowing out of the north at 7 miles an hour. So it's going to be a great race out there tonight. These guys are going to have a lot of grip. So speaking of grip, it looks like DJ Hargrove put it on point tonight, and he's going to be starting on that front row. So let's get a quick word in with DJ. Can we do that?
Yeah, let's see if we can get DJ in here. Sure like to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I'm not showing him on the radio here, so if you can get him, it's all yours, buddy. So anyways, in the meantime, if we get a hold of him, we'll bring him up. But we'll go through our starting grid. On the pole with a 14.847, the number 10 of DJ Hargrove. Outside, the 88 of Rick Brazel. Second row, inside, Lou Oleski in that 84 car. It's Mike's pick. And the number 90 of Dan Allen. I'll give my pick after the grid. And third row, inside, the number 9 of Adam Holm. Followed by outside, the number 74 of Christopher Johnson. Seventh, in that number 7 car, Ben A. Peterson. And on his outside, he's got the 2 of Ron Holyfield. The 11 of Casey Durfee. William Paisley starting 10th. 11th, the 18 of Brian Beach. The 22 of Billy Hargrove. What? Anyways, the 13 spot's going to go to the 126 of Christopher Taggett. So did DJ's on the pole, right, Mike?
Well, that's what the qualifying shows, but it's showing, yes, number 10 is DJ. Is that correct?
The number 10, DJ Hargrove, absolutely. Okay, so 31 of James the Chicken Dement's going to be starting 14th. And 15th is Jason Anderson, that 53 car. On his outside, he's got the 3 of Charlie Porter, starting 17th, the 75 of Ronald Henry, your points leader, and last race winner. And on his outside, not Michael Massey.
Not today.
All right, so we're getting set to go green here. If anybody's out there watching, they want to give me an idea of what it looks like, what it sounds like, hey, throw it out there. Appreciate everybody for joining in. I hear you, William. Well, Lou's got a great shot at this, so speaking of Lou, I got to give you my pick. So, see, I hadn't really thought about it yet, so I decided that I was just going to go off the jump. So, initially, I would just pick the 5th place person. So, we'll go with starting 5th. It's going to be the 11. Who's my pick? The number 9 of Adam Homeboy. All right. I got the number 9. Let's do this. So I've been pretty good at picking these guys. All right, so we're going to get ready to go green. Pace cars in. Green flags in the air.
It looks like DJ Hargrove was off to a good start. The other Hargrove that was confused was Billy. There was two Hargrove brothers racing tonight.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's exactly what I seen after I said that. They went 3 wide there coming out 2. Managed to get back double file and no accidents. These guys are showing a lot of patience as the first 3 are single file and they're 2 wide from there on back. The 18 of Brian Beach looking to knock on the door, but watch out because that number 10, DJ Hargrove, he's starting to set the pace tonight, but he's got that 84 of Lou Oleski right behind him, followed by the 9 of Adam Holm. So there's a lot of bad fast drivers out there and caution flags in the air. But as I was going to say, there's a lot of highly talented drivers out there starting here in the top 10. So the pressure's going to be on there for our race leader, DJ Hargrove.
Well, he's got a lot of pressure in there. It looks like a pretty good accident back there, but he's got a lot of pressure and good cars are coming. They're super fast and they're ready to go.
Yeah, I didn't see where that accident was, but let's go back and take a look. We'll ride along with the 88 of Rick Brazel. It looked like they had a little mix-up there in the back. Let's check it out one more time. So the 126 gets loose, hits the bottom. They check up behind. 31 of James DeMint got in that one. The 88 just went around. Don't look like any of those cars got much damage, so don't count them out.
I'm looking at your monitor here, Jerry, and it looks like the 2 took a nice hard ride. He is actually pitting now, but other than that, it looks like a bunch of fender benders.
Yeah, and you got a short track like this, there's going to be a lot of bumping and grinding going on. So don't be surprised if you see somebody put the move on somebody and take that spot from them. But there is rules here, so you got to be patient and you got to be smart. You got to be smart as in make the right move. Because if you make the wrong move, you're going to go to the back.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. And what you're seeing on the restarts is they're double file for and if there's 3 incidents, they'll go single file.
Yeah, that's I guess that last race I seen that it was double file for the most part, and then after a few cautions it went single file, and I think that's an outstanding idea. That'll help.
We have some co-admins. I'd like to give a shout to Dan Allen and Lou Oleski for helping out. They are in-car admins, so it's really tough to race and admin. And they don't do it a lot, but every now and then, you know, the guys can't decide. We're about to go green.
Yeah, the green flag's in the air. The number 10 misses a gear. The 9 pounds his back bumper. That opens the door for the 84 Lou Oleski. It stacks them up in the back. There's a couple cars 3 wide, a little further back in the field. A little bit of bumping, a little bit of grinding. They come off of 2. The 84 still on the outside of the 10. And we got a big wreck on the front stretch between the 4 of William Paisley and the 22 of Billy Hargrove. So we're looking along at this replay here. They come off of 4, and it looks like the 4 actually tapped the left rear quarter of that Notre Dame 22, which caused them to go around.
It definitely looks like he caught some apron there, may have slid up, and there's no way for the 22 to see him there. So.
Well, he's actually got a lot of damage on that car too. He lost the whole front dog, almost the whole doghouse on that car as he's starting to make his way on the pit row. But let's take a look at the top 5 so far. We've had 2 cautions for 7 laps so far. And there's your top 5, folks.
So looks like my pick's getting closer to the front. Yours is hanging there too.
Yeah, that number 9 of Adam Holm, he's in that 3rd spot. So he's picked up a couple spots since it started, which works out for me. Hey, I'll take it. I know he will too.
He's going to be overjoyed to find out you picked him.
Hey, he was the lucky number 5 starting 5th. So good job on his part. Hopefully he's got what it takes. They're going to be starting double file here. So he's going to be right on the back bumper of that 10. Now the hard part is going to be keeping that 84 on that high side without opening the door.
That's definitely be a tough move there to keep Lou Oleski off of that. He's really good at getting down low quick, so will Adam let him through, or will they collide? It's going to be an interesting restart.
Yeah, and you know, 40 laps here, it doesn't take long to complete 40 laps, and if you got a lot of cautions, it makes it a lot harder. So you try to pick off as many drivers as you can as soon as possible, because you never know when that caution is going to come out. So the pace car is coming down pit road. The flag is in the air. The number 10, not quite the start that he wants. And that opened the door for the 84. Now the 84, yeah, he actually made that pass there. So if the caution was to come out now, he'd be your race leader. But the 10 fights back hard. DJ Hargrove not giving him an inch, leaving the 84 of Lou Oleski on the high side. But as they battle, they better look behind, because they got the number 9 of Adam Holm. And they also got the 74 of Chris Johnson. They got Dan Allen in the mix in that 90 car, followed by Brian Beach. And Brian Beach got that 11 of Casey Durfee right behind him. So they're single file now. Looks like they're starting to spread out a little bit.
Definitely looks like a bunch of good racing out there. A lot of fast guys in the front, and I heard a wall tap, but looks like it's good so far. Casey Durfee's a new face to the AMS, and he's doing a really great job.
Absolutely. I mean, the battle up front, it looks like it's hard to gain that position. You got to actually have a really good run off or a really good run in. Either way, it's going to mess up your entry or your exit. So you got to time them both perfect and hope the person in front of you makes a mistake.
Yes, there's a lot of patience in these races, and the guys are showing a lot more patience this time after we've had a couple of cautions. So it looks like a good race going on up front.
Yeah, it looked like the 10 brushed the wall, but hey, no big deal, because the 84 said, I'll take that spot. He starts to stick his nose in. He gets it down in there, which makes the 10 have to move up the track a little bit. That opened the door as the 9's fighting the 74, Chris Johnson, off as they come off 4. The 74 comes, he loses his run there. He had to check up, but they're coming up on a lap car. That's Charlie Porter in that 3 car, the 84 of Lou Oleski, and the 10 of DJ Hargrove. Now that really set DJ Hargrove back, so he's going to have to work hard to get back underneath the 84 car, because the 84 car, he really shows his talent out here at Lanier.
Yeah, I think Lanier is one of his favorite tracks, and if it's not, he's really good there. So definitely a great move on his part, using that lap traffic to his advantage.
Yeah, and we've been green for a while now, so a lot of patience out there. So it's good to see these guys doing a lot of hard, patient racing.
Yep, I can't help but notice your pick has slipped back to his original spot at 5th, but he's fighting Dan really good there. It was a good battle for 4th.
Yeah, and they're battling. The battle goes all the way back. Unfortunately, we can't catch every one of them, but we do got the first maybe 10 in the shot here. So it gives you a good look. But once they get to battling, I zoom in a little bit so you can see how close these cars are. And what we'll do here is we'll ride along with that number 10 as he chases down the 84 car. The 84, he keeps it down on that yellow line. You can hear them tires squealing as he's giving that car all he can give it.
Yes, he is. He's really, really being patient in that corner there as there's lap cars ahead of them too, and he's really trying to hit it just right without messing up and wait for the 84 to slip.
Yeah, as they come off 4, looks like they're going to go around the 3 of Charlie Porter one more time. She keeps it on the high side. She's waiting for that caution. Lucky Dog's on. So, good job on these lap cars, staying out of the way of these leaders. The 84, he ducks underneath the number 72 of Irvin Howard. Irvin Howard moves to the high side. He sees that 10 of DJ Hargrove right on the back deck lid of that 84 car of Lou Oleski.
Yeah, Irvin's pretty good at getting out of the way if his car is off. He's really good at that. We have a lot of guys that respect each other. A lot of guys that don't, but for the most part, very respectful, very fast driving. It's all the spirit of competition. The leaders are really pulling away now.
Yeah, he stayed glued. The number 10 stayed glued to the 84's bumper there. He didn't give him much time to get away there. But with this caution coming out here, that's really going to give the 10 a chance to make that high side work. But he's been having a hard time on his restarts, so we'll see.
Yeah, now if they do everything right, the admins catch it. They should be going double foul this time, so it's going or single foul. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that restart gets going.
I was looking for that replay there. Couldn't quite tell what brought out that caution. I know they were 3 wide there, the 90 and the 9 of Adam Home. But I didn't see any.
I do believe Jason Anders might have been involved in that. But I don't have the lap exactly for you. I think he just towed real quick.
Yeah, well, we're watching Jason Andrews right now under this caution. We'll see if we can find out what happened. Maybe it was a single car spin, and that was what brought the yellow out. You see he's got damage on his hood there.
Yeah, I do believe he got involved in some of those earlier incidences collaterally.
Yeah, well, I didn't catch that caution there, so.
Yeah, I think he just stopped. Maybe the motor went or something. You know, I'm not real sure. On the monitor, it shows him just stopping. But I have a different monitor than you have access to. But I do believe he just had to stop. Maybe the motor blew or something. That car did have front end damage. So, but it's going to make the restart real interesting.
Absolutely will. Yeah, and the 84's got his hands full. Louis Leski in that 84 car. He's gonna have that 10 DJ Hargrove, our pole sitter here, on his outside. So it's gonna be on the restart. It's gonna count. Who can get the best restart? And 84 is really good at these restarts. As there go green. The 74 gives the 10 a tap.
Yeah, Johnson is getting stronger. The car looks good. He's certainly going to challenge for that second spot.
Yeah, that 74 car, he's made his way up in that third position. He got around my pick, the number 9 of Adam Holm. And the 84 opened up a little bit of gap over the 10. That 74 car put a little bit of pressure on the 10 of DJ. And it looked like he took his focus off of the 84 cars. We got a car backing up out of the pits. Ooh, that was close as they were coming to the checker flag. Thankfully, there was no incident there, so that was a great finish.
Definitely those top 3 guys are probably nervous about that, but I think they're more excited than they are nervous. That was a great finish there.
Alright, there's your winner, parking his car in victory lane right there, the number 84 of Louis Leski. Alright, so let's take a look at the race results for this 40-lap race here. The second race of the season, finishing first, the 84 of Louis Leski. Second, the 10 of DJ Hargrove. Third place, the number 74, Chris Johnson. Fourth, the 9 of Adam Holm. Fifth, Ronald Henry. Sixth, Casey Durfee. Seventh is Brian Beach. Eighth is Dan Allen. Ninth, Ben Peterson. And in the top 10, finishing out the top 10, the 126 of Christopher Taggett. Ronald Holyfield in 11th. 12th place is Blake Tolliver. 13th, James the Chicken DeMint. 14th, Irvin Howard. 15th in that 3 car, Charlie Porter. 16th, the 88 of Rick Brazel. 17th, the 53 of Jason Andrews. 18th is William Paisley. 19th, Billy Hargrove. 20th is the man in the booth, Michael Massey. He started in park and came up to the booth and helped me out. And for that, I appreciate it, Mike. So,
it's been a lot of fun.
What'd you think about the race tonight?
Oh, I thought there was a lot of spills, chills, and thrills. A lot of good racing. 3 wide, 4 wide at times without an incident. And some of it did cause incidents, but for the most part, it was a lot better than we've seen last week, I think. A lot of fast guys, and interesting how the points are going to shake out.
All right, well, let's see if we can get the 74 of Chris Johnson on the radio here. Let's see if he's got his radio on. Chris Johnson, this is Gerald West and Michael Massey in the SRTV Network booth. Do you got a copy?
I got you, brother. How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we're doing good now. After watching that, I mean, I'm doing a lot better than I was earlier. That was pretty exciting. And to watch that 74 car come up through the field like that, it was I mean, if it would have been a little bit longer, I think you had enough to get it battle for that win. What do you think?
Old Camaro was humming pretty good, I tell you. Qualifying wasn't the best, but you know, we've never been known to qualify. But yeah, we're old school short trackers here, and you know, you put us in a field of cars, and we're gonna find a way to come to front one way, shape, or form. You know, you can probably look on the front bumper of this car and see it's a little bent in, and I ain't got no problem using that front bumper if I have to. I ain't gonna wreck nobody to win the race. I don't race like that, but if I can get a shot on you, you're gonna get moved if I have to.
Hey, I heard that, man. But hey, from where I'm at, it looks like it's a shiny black good wrench 74, and it has no damage on my end. So, congratulations on your third place finish. And what'd you think about the track tonight?
I appreciate it, man, and I think track's pretty good. Glad I didn't get stuck on the high side tonight like I did last week. I just hope we can get that same kind of luck in the late model race. But all in all, track's pretty good. I think temp's fine. Track temp was beautiful. It was all in all, it's a pretty good race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, coming home in third for the second race here, it looks like it's gonna give you a good shot at the points here to take home this championship. Considered our points leader finished 5th, so he might have a couple points on you after this, but you're definitely not out of it. There's going to be 4 more races, so you got plenty of time. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the truth right there, I tell you. But you know, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. You know, the best thing is we just gotta stay consistent, stay up here, and talk to y'all every week. Be the best thing we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, if you can finish on the podium, you're doing something right. And you finished on the podium, and you did it right. And you did it in a fine fashion, my man. So, congratulations, like I said, on your third place finish. So, if there's anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to, man, hey, it's all yours.
Yeah, man, we'll give a shout-out to GM Performance Products, keeping this Chevrolet humming as fast as it has been. And, you know, crew getting it together, and everybody back at the shop, all the family. I appreciate their support, and old man watching at the house, and just everybody else and everybody that's donated this series and keep this TV deal going. I think this is a really cool deal we got going on.
Absolutely, man. And SRTV Network is more than proud to do what we've done for with AMS. So we'd like to thank AMS ourselves, American Motorsports Simulations. Your third place finisher, everybody, the 74 of Chris Johnson. All right, so we're in another situation where we don't have a radio contact with number 10 of DJ Hargrove, but he did an excellent job tonight out there. So hats off to him. So for just a second, we're going to take this time to take a look at the people that made this possible. Dave's Muskie Club, Massey Graphics, High Groove Photos, Trace Motorsports, Warner Racing, Speed Motorsports. You know, if it wasn't for our viewers and our racers and our leagues like American Motorsports Simulations, it wouldn't be what it is. So thanks to everybody that has anything to do with this. And that's for me personally. So that being said, let's see if we can get a talk in with our race winner, the number 84 of Lou Oleski. Lou, this is Jerry West and Mike Massey. You got a copy?
I do.
Man, you managed to make it work on the high side somehow. I mean, I really didn't think he was going to have it out there on the high side, but it looked like on them restarts, somehow he was missing a gear or he was just getting a bad restart, and you took advantage of that, and it worked out. So congratulations on your first place finish. What did you think of your race and your performance tonight?
It was a really fun race. I thought I did really good on the outside. I knew that not a lot of guys have experience on the outside here. They mostly race low in practice, so I thought I might be able to make some moves just because people aren't used to it. Yeah, I don't know if DJ missed a gear or what, but I know I got out in front of him, and I was kind of afraid to come down because I didn't know if I cleared him or not. So I did let him get around me, and then luckily he made a little bit of an error, and I was able to get underneath of him and get up front. And I knew from there it was pretty much a wrap. It's so hard to pass clean here. You almost have to wait for somebody to make a mistake. So I got lucky there and made it work.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a short track, man, and short tempers sometimes, but you managed to make it happen tonight, and you know, it helps you out in the points tonight. So I think you're going to walk away the points leader here, considering our points leader is Ronald Henry right now. But he finished in 5th, and there's only one point per position. So you managed to make it happen. And I'm not. That's unofficial now, folks. I'm not the guy that makes the points here, so they're gonna have to establish the penalties and stuff. But from what it looks like here, Mr. Luleski, you're gonna be the points leader. So congratulations on your race tonight and your performance. And is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just everybody that's involved in the league. Just like last week, thank you for broadcasting. And then all the racers that came out tonight. I think we had a 20-car field, which is absolutely awesome. I think that might be a new record for us here in the league. So that's really, really cool. I'm glad that everybody's coming out and participating.
Yeah, it was an action-packed race tonight. And like I said, like I always say, it has me on the edge of my seat. And you guys make it fun. So thanks to you guys for putting on an action-packed event here at South Boston or Lanier Speedway in the street stocks. So we got 4 more of these things coming. So hang on to that spot and do all you can, because somebody's gonna win. It might as well be you, right?
I hear that, man. It's gonna be a hell of a season. I'm really anxious to see how it turns out.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, that's your race winner, the 84 Luleski, man. And you know, he did it in a fine fashion. He didn't put the bumper to nobody. He waited till it was time and he struck. And for that, congratulations to the number 84 of Luleski. And congratulations to American Motorsports Simulations for putting on a great event here. And it's always fun to do these things. So if you wanna give it a shot, check them out. I got it all in the description below. You know, just check out whatever you want down there. There's all kinds of good stuff. So until then, hey, we'll be here, and you can come and visit and watch us here at SRTV Network anytime you want. But if you feel like you got what it takes, give them a shot. You know, they're always looking for highly talented drivers out there. So if you're one of those, they'd be glad to have you. And so, Mike, what'd you think about the race, man? I mean, you got the 84. Looks like he's going to take over the points lead here. And Ronald Henry is always fast. And then you got all these other guys up in the mix, like Billy or DJ Hargrove. He was super fast. If he wouldn't have made a mistake, he would have won this race. I mean, you got so many guys out there that could take this home. And like Lou said, it's so hard to pass that it's going to be an exciting season.
Oh, definitely. I think we have some of the best drivers here. I'm not just saying that. I race with these guys, and I get destroyed. I go into official iRacing, and I can win. But if I want to win, I rarely do here. I think we have a class group here. It may not be the class of iRacing, but we definitely have the class group. When everybody's patient and calm, you see some of the best racing online I've ever witnessed in my life. I'm proud to race with these guys and all the guys that chip in and sponsor the broadcast. I really like to give my hats off to them. There's too many of them on the list. I'll let you do that. But I think we're looking forward to the next late model race, which is going to be pretty awesome. But right now, I'm very proud of these guys. 20 cars, that is a record, as Lou mentioned. So record street stock night, record great broadcast. And I just want to thank you, Jerry, for letting me come hang out with you.
Hey, you're always welcome. Like I say, it's a lot of fun having you up here with me, and you got a lot of that information that I don't have. And you know, as these races go on, I'll learn more and more about it. But as for now, you know, you coming up here with that information, it helps a lot. So thanks for coming up with me. And we're about to move on to the late model track championship here at Lanier. So if you want to watch, come back and watch. We'll be live. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes with the late model race here at Lanier. So stay tuned. But as of now, for SRTV Network, Mike Massey and me, have a good night.
Good night, everybody.